Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Hughes and Lamb Chop. He's in a bad mood. He won't even look at me. Look at this. He doesn't even want me to do story today. He's having a horrible, terrible day. And everything's going wrong for him. He can't see his friends. I know. And it's Pork Chop, his cousin's birthday. And he was supposed to go to the party today. And he can't because of the coronavirus. He wanted to get a haircut. He can't get a haircut. He misses his friends, and he's just having the worst day ever. And he said he did not want to do a story time with us today. And I said, well, maybe we can change your mind. I feel really bad, Lamb Chop. I'm sad too, but we got to keep trying. And maybe it's just a day. Sometimes you just have one of those days. Have you guys ever had a day like that? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I do too. Sometimes I get them too, and you just get down. But you just, the next day's better. Things will get better. But in honor of this guy not being in the mood to do any story, I thought it would be fitting. He didn't even want to pick out the book, so I picked it out for him. Alexander and the Terrible Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Forst. Now, this is a great story, and it's perfect for Lamb Chop today because he's just having the worst day, and he won't even look at me. Are you going to, Lamb Chop, please? I know you're feeling bad, but come on. Hopefully, maybe in the middle of the story, he'll change his mind. I hope so. Boys and girls, you try talking to him, tell him to turn around. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on a skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's a bad day. That's an awful way to wake up. Look at this kid. Everything's going wrong. Well, let's see what happens in the story. Just like Lamb Chop can't go to Pork Chop's birthday. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. And guess what I found? Nothing, just my breakfast cereal. So there's his siblings, and there he is. He didn't get anything in his cereal box. I guess it was the beginning of a bad day, and this is what he says. I think I'll move to Australia. He wants to move to a whole nother place. He thinks it's better. Lamb Chop, are you listening? Lamb Chop? Lamb Chop, no? Hopefully we can change his mind. Fingers crossed, boys and girls. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window. I was being scrunched in the middle. I was smushed. If I don't get a seat by the window, I'm gonna get car sick. No one even answered, even if I told him I was gonna get car sick. He means business. I could tell it was gonna be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Yep, nothing's going right today. Lamb Chop, did you change your mind? Lamb Chop, maybe will you turn around a little bit? Maybe. I hope he's starting to come around. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. Now, boys and girls, how could the teacher like an invisible picture? Invisible means it's not there. At singing time, I sang too loud. At counting time, I left out number 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Oh my goodness, he's just having the worst day ever. Right? Lamb Chop, are you gonna come around? Maybe? No? Oh, Lamb Chop, please. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. Well, that's not too cool being the third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream that it falls apart and lands in Australia. Boy, he's wishing off all these terrible things. Boys and girls, sometimes when things go wrong, you wish these terrible things because you're in a bad slump. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of a jelly roll with coconut sprinkles. Guess whose mother forgot to put in a dessert? Uh-oh. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Alexander didn't even get a dessert that day. His mom forgot. That was it, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found the cavity just in my mouth. Come back next week, I'll fix it, Dr. Fields. Oh, boy, look at this. Next week, I'm going to Australia. This is just a terrible day. Lamb Chop, are you listening a little better? What? You having a bad day too? Because of the coronavirus? And you have to stay in? I know, buddy. And you can't go to Pork Chop's birthday? I know. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for the mom to get to the car, Anthony made me fall, and it was muddy, and I started crying because of the mud. Nick said I was a crybaby. I'm not a crybaby. Everything's going wrong today. It's a horrible day. You guys get it, right? When you're having a horrible day, everything just gets to you. While I was punching Nick for saying I was a crybaby, my mom came back and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. So I get in trouble. Boy, this is so unfair. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everyone, no one even answered. Look at him, he's so frustrated. Frustration. When you're just so upset and frustrated, means you can't do stuff. So then we went to the shoe store to buy sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes, and I chose blue ones with red stripes. And then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, and they can't make me wear them. I don't like them. Nope. They didn't have the ones I want, and now I'm stuck with white ones. Lamb Chop, are you coming around a little bit, buddy? Huh? Are you liking the story? You still sad? I'm sorry, buddy. I know. You having a bad day? When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I could play with the copy machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books and the desk. I was to be careful, except my elbow. He said, don't fool around on the phone. But I think I'll call Australia. I like Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, even at my dad's work. Look at the mess. Oh, my dad looks frustrated too. He's having a rough day, I guess. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. Oh my goodness, look at that. They're having beans for supper. He doesn't like them. And there was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Yuck. That's gross. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain in the tub, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate those railroad train pajamas. Look at the babies. Look at everything went wrong here. I lost my marble, and I'm stuck with these pajamas. Can't wear my Batman ones. Right, Lamb Chop? Are you feeling sad still, little? When I went to Nick's bed, he took the pillow. I said I could keep it, and Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out. And then I bit my tongue. Did you guys ever bite your tongue? The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not even with me. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. So it's just one of those days. Yep, look at these pictures here. Lamb Chop, some days are like that. It's just, that's how life is. And when I turn the last page, it says, even in Australia, and people in Australia have bad days too. The end. Good book, 2 thumbs up, especially if you're having a bad day. Lamb Chop, Do you think maybe you could turn around to see the boys and girls? What's the matter, Lamb Chop? What's going on here? Why are you sad? Huh? You having a bad day? Yeah, a horrible day like Alexander? You want to tell me what's going on? I know, you missed your cousin Pork Chop's party today. You can't go because of the coronavirus. What else? You only had one taco last night. You didn't get to eat two because I didn't make enough. Oh, I know. You miss your friends at school and your teachers. I know. Me too. But, yeah, I know. It's just a horrible day. And you know what, boys and girls? Just like Lamb Chop and just like Alexander having a horrible day, you know what? It's tough with this stuff going on that our whole lives are changing. And, yeah, there's really nothing we could do right now. We want to be safe and we want to take care of one another. So this is our new reality. This is just how things go. And Lamb Chop, can you tell the boys and girls that you're going to try to have a better day later? Okay? Yeah? You feeling a little bit better? Why? Oh, he feels better because he told you guys he wasn't feeling good. And boys and girls, sometimes when you don't feel well and you tell somebody else, it makes you feel better, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know, buddy. You feel better when you tell someone because you know that they're listening. And that's what we're all about here. We listen to each other. So I'll take good care of Lamb Chop today. I'll try to, maybe I could, you know what? I just made him feel better. See the big smile now? He's happy because he knows I bought his favorite popsicles and he can have a couple. How's that sound? Will that help a little bit? Just a little? All right, boys and girls at Lowell Community Charter, you guys are the best. I hope you have a better day than Alexander and Lamb Chop, obviously. And try to make the most of how we're living, okay? Love you guys. Have a great day. Arrivederci and au revoir. Bye now.